All it takes is a shot like this. From far out in the face-off circle, Cole Caufield wins the game for the Canadiens in overtime. But what I wanted to talk about in this video was how impressive this entire showcase actually was from an analytical, statistical career point of view. Take a look at Sportsnet stats. Cole Caufield, in 127 career games played, becomes the fastest Hab to ever score 5 overtime goals. You then had yourselves the even grander stat that Caufield is the second fastest player in NHL history. Period. Just the entire league in itself to score 5 career overtime goals. And the guy who was first was Punch Broadbent, who did it in 94 NHL games. Now, I'm sure y'all can remember the various Caufield overtime goals that have been scored throughout the years. He's had a very young career, only 127 games played, but this literally is the fastest Canadian to score 5 career OT winners. And when it comes to guys who are scoring goals, I mean, who better else to go out there and set a record like this than Cole Caufield? In 3v3 overtime, the ice opens up a lot more, and for players like Caufield, who all they need is just a little bit of space to get the puck by, this is a gift. Now, if you wanted to go through the history lesson, which I kind of wanted to do here, let's go over to Punch Broadbent and read about this guy, the 94-game guy to get 5 overtime career winners, and the fastest player in NHL history to do so. Punch Broadbent, aka Harry Broadbent, or I think his real name is Harry Broadbent, yeah, excuse me. Hockey Hall of Famer in 1962. He was born in 1892, and he passed away, what was that, 1971, so 50 years ago? Yeah, he's an old hockey player, regarded as one of the first true power forwards in the NHL, and he was known in his day as Old Elbows. That's pretty cool. Sick nickname. He's also 5'7", so he happens to be the same height as Cole Caufield, which is pretty interesting. He also served during the First World War and had a very storied career with the Ottawa Senators after that war had concluded. So you could see that Punch Broadbent was a pretty interesting player. I mean, 172 points in 303 NHL games played, 121 goals too. Again, as we had talked about in that Austin Matthews video with Joe Malone, I'm not really too sure when the line rules in the NHL were implemented. If you didn't know, back in the day, you were not actually allowed to pass the puck ahead of you. Kind of like a soccer rule, you know, where it's a little bit offside or whatever. It's weird. Hockey was an entirely different sport 100 years ago. But Punch Broadbent was the guy to get those overtime winners to go in, as he had set the NHL record in doing so, fastest one to 5. But Caufield, second on that list now, all it takes is a really nice shot from the far face-off circle. But this adds just another element to his illustrious career so far. Let's go over his stats and numbers before finishing off this video. Cole Caufield in the 23-24 season, over a point per game, 4 games played, 3 goals, one of them's in overtime, on pace for 62 points in the 82-game season and 103 points. 62 goals. I messed that one up really badly. But even though Caufield may not end off the year with 100 points and 60 goals, the way he's at right now, the amount of points he's scoring right now, it's a pretty good pace. Let's just see how long he's able to keep it up for. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Cole Caufield setting the Montreal Canadiens record for fastest player to get 5 career overtime goals and being the second player overall to achieve this feat as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, Carlsson 99, and bye.